Good morning, Madoda Shimza. How you doing, brother? Rakaufela mabatu. Hello, Busi Unchani. When I'm closer, that booty. How you doing? Miss Rance, hello, hi. Mimsy. How you doing, mama? Let's not shell Dada today, Mimi. Let's not shell Dada. How you doing? Oh, Spoo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Marty. How you doing, brother? Livgazi, thank you for the share. Guys, don't forget, let's share, let's tap the screen. We're reaching 100K before the studio session is over. So put those fingers to work. K Self Care, hello. How you doing? Hello, Lee. How are you? Share the live, invite someone to come see what we are on about today. Thank you, Mabatu, for the share. Thank you, Milibukan, for the share. Really appreciate you guys. Tap the screen, share the live, like, join the family with the hot thing, my bob. It costs the same as one rose. So let's join in, let's do it. I'm fabulous and I hope you're also good. Me, hundreds, always hundreds. Particularly when I'm on Makoya, guys. Time with you guys is always nice. Enjoy it. So it's always a good time for me. Samu, thank you for the follow.
I hope you guys are great in studio. You good?
We are about to go in.
Great, Kuto. No complaints. All is well.
Thank you,
very much.
for the share.
Let's head on over to Anonymous. So, Mizi, are you well?
100K, yeah? Today I don't want to meet the comments, so let's make it sure it's 100K. 100K before the studio session is done. So let's do
Anonymous.
it. Let's work at it, guys. Let's work at it.
Good morning, Kucho. How are you?
Can you hear?
Great. Thanks in yourself, Anonymous.
So. I'll be fine after hearing the advice from the country and the gents on the studio.
I love that, Anonymous. All right, let's get straight into it. House rules this morning, Anonymous. Respect is the foundation of our conversation. Please maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity and your responsibility.
We can definitely reach 100K, guys. Within 30 minutes, 100K we are on it. Let's do it.
Anonymous, if you're on agreement with these terms, please confirm by stating, I agree.
I agree.
Thank you, Tati, for the share. Thank you. Ayomide for the follow.
Hi, Semisi. Hi, Naked DJ.
Good morning, Anonymous.
Okay. It was my birthday in April, so I asked my husband. We've been married for 20 years.
Volume.
So he knows that I've got a big crush on Naked. So I said, instead of buying me anything, rather take me to the metro just to see Naked. I'll be happy. That's my present. And then he agreed. And we went, and I thought this was going to be the most enjoyable weekend ever. God, Friday I was there, Saturday we're there having fun, Sunday we're at the Love Movement. After that I was exhausted because the following day I had to go to work and I had a meeting, and I was going to drive.
I can't take the volume too high.
So he insisted he wants to go to the Prestige after Sunday movement, whatever. And he went.
Anonymous?
I slept, yeah.
Anonymous, sorry to cut. So he said he insisted, he insisted that to go where?
He went, is it the Prestige?
Oh, where we had the pre-party.
Yes. And and thank you so much for that warm hug on Sunday. Thank you.
Oh, Shem, you needed it, I'm sure.
That was before.
Oh, okay, carry on.
Yes, we left the botanical around 12, I think. Yeah, around 12. Because when he got home, it was just nearby. When he got home, he wanted to go to the Prestige. I said, it's okay, now I'm sleeping, I'm tired. Okay, he went. And then he went. And the hours, women, you can't sleep like fast asleep when your parents out there. But I've tried to sleep. Okay, I will manage to sleep. And when I woke up around 5, and I was like, the person is not here. And I had that thing that I'm not gonna call anybody. We are all adults here. We need to be responsible. So I will just wait and see what's gonna happen. Is it responsible enough? I kept quiet until past 7 in the morning.
Until what
That's
time?
when I said past 7 in the morning.
7.
Exactly. That's when I said, no, this is too much because I need to go to work. I need to drive. Then I called. When I called, he said, no, I'm 2 minutes away. Our 2 minutes is like 5-10 minutes. Okay, fine. He got home. He was drunk. Okay, and then I said, my bags were already attacked and everything. And then I said, let's go. And then I took my bags to the car, and I searched his car. I wasn't even searching because I was looking for some of the, because I was working one Sunday before the botanical garden. So I just wanted to make sure if I did not leave anything in the car. So I searched, there we go. I see a lip gloss. How really it is.
Where?
I saw a lip, yes,
Where?
lip gloss. And I saw a paper cup. Clearly somebody was drinking, and that thing was very sweet. And I know us ladies, we like sweet things. And I confronted, and the guy said, no, I was this person, and then after that person left, I don't know what happened, I blacked out. At the Prestige, yes, really. And then what time do they close? Oh, they don't close, because I mean, like, if they are closing at 5, 6, they would have woken you up, but they did not. So I don't understand, like, are they closing? No, they don't close. Oh, okay. So who woke you up? They woke me up. Oh, really? So what, the lip gloss, I'm not sure. I insisted. That later he said, no, not, like, I was with this guy, and there was this guy with a lady, they wanted to talk. I was like, hello, you of all the people. So you give your car to strangers, you give access to your car to strangers. That doesn't like you. And if the guy is driving VW, and sometimes these cars are in demand. So yet you are letting strangers in your car to speak. Why didn't they use their car? Why didn't they pick any car there? It's an open place. Why didn't they go outside? Why you? I don't understand. No, love, when I know you are that person, you don't understand. I'm not the same as you. You know what? I'm like, I don't buy this story. I don't buy this story. Even though, okay, the guy cheated like long time ago, like 2016. From there, to be honest, he has shown that he's honest, he's focusing on his family, and he's into us, nothing cheating, nothing okay. And then he proved him, because obviously the person will cheat and will have doubt. But then he has shown me that, like, he's focused, he's faithful. So now, really, but guys, I don't know. I want advice.
Anonymous.
Did he cheat?
Anonymous. See.
Yeah, but
Wait, you're getting high now. Wait, breathe.
So, Miss, you are far. You sound so far. Please come closer.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think he just needs to change. He's saying, please just calm down a little bit. Just calm down, okay, Anonymous? Breathe. You sound like you're still mad.
Anonymous.
I am mad, yes.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, I'm saying calm down. Breathe, because not you part of high man.
No, besides I'm loud by nature, so not that. Yeah.
But okay, in his defense, I left Prestige at 6. Ne? And I
when? Monday morning?
No, yes.
Oh, okay.
No, on Saturday after
The pre-party.
So
yeah.
no, after
Friday.
party.
Okay.
No, Saturday into Sunday.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I left at 6. Ne? So he was there on Sunday. I need.
Yes, Sunday.
Okay, thank
after
God, because
Botanical.
I lost my lip gloss.
Oh, okay. Wow, so amazing.
I was gonna believe that because he's the biggest fan of yours, Somize.
Hey, Vanna.
This is
No
not gonna end
fan,
well.
not like he's into you. He's a fan.
Oh,
Yeah, but you know when fans are tips, you never know.
exactly.
Now we fan yaka naked.
All right, Anonymous, we're going to hold it right there. Let's get into our news headlines. I can hear Hopedi's on standby, and then we'll get back with the
Morning,
summary.
ladies and
Continue with that
gentlemen.
one
My
question
name
that you
is
need, one piece of
KG,
advice you need from
and
today and
welcome
so
to Makwaya
It's
Rundown.
news time. Hopedi.
We are currently listening to Metro FM. We are no way affiliated with Metro FM. We just like the segment of Talk to Me Ntwana, and we listen to it and we just discuss the issues of the day. So I'm not alone. I'm with a team of mine from Makwaya Rundown. They will join me later on when the studio session is over. And when I'm hosting, it is a tradition, it's a must. We need to get to 100K. So we need to tap, put those fingers to use. On J, I will mute the mics because you're using the same fingers to type, né? So you can't type and tap. So we're gonna hear the recap, those who came in late. And yeah,
Anonymous
let's go.
says she was at the Metro FM Music Awards this past weekend with her partner and they had a great time. However, after the Love Movement party on Sunday, her partner went to another venue to party while Anonymous stayed back at their accommodation. Now, Anonymous says he only came back the next morning after 7 a.m. Anonymous says as she was reading the car for them to return, or reading the car, waiting for them to return, she found lip gloss in the car that doesn't belong to her. Now, Anonymous says his story explaining the lip gloss keeps changing. The last one he told her that he borrowed some other couple the car to use while they were out. Now, Anonymous says he did not cheat or did cheat back in 2016, but has changed ever since then. So again, he did cheat in 2016, but I said to her that he has never cheated since then. Anonymous, let us ask the big question. What's advice that you need from the Naked DJ and Somizi this morning?
Am I being unreasonable because I'm thinking, I don't know, but I think something happened, something might not have happened, I'm not sure. Because really, like, we've been through that road and he knows how I feel, and I told him we do it again, like it's over. So now I'm like, doesn't matter even if it's 20 years, but if a person keeps on doing one thing over and over, like that's not me, no.
One thing from my side, Anonymous, a lot of people weren't aware that there were no e-hailing services out in Mbombela, right? And yes, if they got a little bit tipsy or whatever, or their friends left them, they said, no, it's fine. I'm going to call a cab to take me home. And they were not aware of the cabs. So maybe your husband did help some people go home, right? Because there were no e-hailing services.
Oh, naked, yes.
No, naked, just to interject, he did not take them home.
Where did he
They
take
were
them?
there. No, they were there sitting there. They just, I don't know who asked you, but they were just in our car to speak.
How do you know that, Anonymous?
He told me that the guys asked, because this couple wanted to talk.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So they wanted to use our car.
And then
That's how the lip gloss, I'm not sure.
yeah, Anonymous. I'm on your side, Mina. I'm on your side.
Thank
No,
you.
guys.
I'm on
No,
your side.
guys.
Wait,
Thank
naked.
you.
Wait. They go to, even and is it people that he know?
That's the thing. He said he doesn't know those people. So how can you allow strangers
Exactly.
into your car?
And even if it
It
was
doesn't make sense.
Anonymous, even if it was people that he knows, I would not allow my friend to go with a girl or a boy that I don't know into my car. First of all, for the reasons of no clothing is happening in my car because it's bad luck. I'm superstitious like that. Number one. Two, I leave my things everywhere in the car, so I don't want people to steal my things. So his story is not make sure, Anonymous.
No, guys.
Honestly, naked.
No.
Okay, defend him.
No, look, you know, at these big weekends, things happen, and unplanned things. crazy thing is when I left for rehearsals on Saturday morning, Anonymous, as I was driving out of the hotel, I was with Wilson. Wilson sat in the front seat, and Ryan, the DJ, and Roxanne caught a lift, and DJ Jaws caught a lift with us as we were driving out, right? So what happens if Roxanne forgot her lipstick in the car? Now, does that mean I'm cheating? So after the rehearsals, when we were driving back to the hotel, I was still with Wilson in the car. And then Ryan, the DJ, and Roxanne came with us, including Ndibu, who also works with us. So now there were 2 females at the back. What happens if any of them just left something? It was not planned.
What time was that, Naked?
It was during the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, but come on.
And on top of that, for me, the Naked can identify the people. He put the names.
Thank
on
you,
the
Anonymous.
But
Thank
mine
you.
couldn't.
Thank you.
So,
Where's
Guys,
Naked?
where's Anonymous? Where's your trust? Trust your man.
No.
You need to trust your man. You need to love your man. Anonymous, it's a lip gloss. Anything could have happened. If, at some point it could have been raining and people that he was chilling with said, can we please speak in your car? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you do not trust your person, you will see the smallest thing and make the biggest thing out of it.
sometimes it's not just about trust, Naked. I trust my person, but there are things when you see them, obviously you can't just turn a blank eye and believe the best, even though sometimes some things might have happened. I trust him and I want to believe him, but his story, Jay, I shangani.
Anonymous, as your crush, I'm saying to you.
No.
You are reading too deep into this thing. Sometimes you need to give your person the benefit of the doubt. The glass is not always half full.
Yeah, my angel. Anonymous, listen to me. Ne? I was going to defend your man because I went through similar in terms of being there late, they close late, and so forth and so on. It was nice and blah, 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 blah. However, I'm not buying the story. How many people did you go there with?
No, he went alone.
Yeah, but Anonymous, I am not buying the story, honestly. But unfortunately, you got to wear your big girl panties and wabambe tight and accept, which unfortunately you don't have concrete proof. You did not find used condoms and so forth and so on. You find a lip gloss. So it could be anything. It could be what I'm saying. It could be what Naked is saying. And you just need to accept with age. Unfortunately, things happen. This is life. And you can't also nail him down based on what he's done before, of which that is why I say to Naked, if it was you, Naked, with a lip gloss in a car, your history speaks for itself. You understand? So you are judged based on your history most of the time, if not all the time.
She forgave him for cheating in 2016.
Exactly.
And he has proven that he will never cheat again.
Yes.
And I don't believe he's cheating.
Okay.
I also got into trouble during the Metro FM Music Awards weekend.
Why?
Yeah, Anonymous, no? So when we left Prestige on Friday, this is Friday night after Audiogasm with Lulo, I texted my woman and I said, I'm now going to DJ at the hotel. And when I texted her, she was sleeping. She was sleeping. She didn't hear my phone call. Now, at the after party at the hotel, I finished playing at 3 a.m. Right? Now, I got into trouble because she said I never told her that I was going to DJ at the hotel. But Anonymous, she was sleeping. I sent texts. She didn't pick up, but I still got into trouble. And the thing is, it's like, yeah, when you wanted to spend time with other women. No. But Anonymous, I was working. I literally DJed 2.5 hours.
Naked.
So I think when it's weekends like this, our partners think Uguti, we are out to do silly things. And unfortunately, weird things happen, Anonymous. I was meant to play 30 minutes. I played 2 hours.
Can I cut you?
Anonymous,
Can I cut you?
Xoleleni, please.
aphela ama-Metro FM cause manje athithisa iningi yabantu. No more Metro FM.
Anonymous, no.
Anonymous, wait. Anonymous, wait. One, I'm just going to reprimand Naked with he's comparing apples and pineapples and
they're all fruit. So
Thank you.
and cucumbers. Because he has evidence that he tried to contact and blah, 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 and blah, blah. Your man left and did not even communicate until in the morning. That is so wrong. And I can bet you he's over 40, number one. So,
Obvious.
exactly. So he must behave like an adult and communicate. But however, Anonymous, I'm going to ask you to forgive him and give him a last warning. That's my advice from you.
Thank you.
Anonymous, sibatala manje.
Yeah, forgive him, Anonymous.
Only make it a cheater next
Hi, nobody cheated.
Ever go to the till and your card didn't work, and then the stranger behind you.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are here late, my name is KG. We are Makoya Rundown. We are here Monday to Friday, 20 past 10. We listen to Ask a Man. We are not affiliated to Metro FM in any way. We just like this particular segment and we just weigh in on the issues of the day. And I'm not alone. I'm with a team of Makoya Rundown. We have a Vito Leroy here. The rest will join us just after now. And the goal is to get to 100K before the studio session is over. So I muted the comments so that you don't type and you tap the screen. That's all I'm asking for. 100K so that more people can see the live, they can enjoy the conversation, they can come in and give us some of the wisdom that they have. Guys, let's do that. Also, don't forget to share so that others can also see. And by the way, we do have a YouTube page where we post these particular lives on YouTube. So go check it out. Still the same name, Makoya Rundown, and you will see all the previous lives that we had. Bomb advice from different people, situations that you might find yourself in, situations where you might be equipped should you find yourself in the future. So you will learn a couple of things. We are just a community of friends who like learning, who like growing, who like positive things, and that's what we discuss about. So today, for our segment, Talk to Me in Tuana at 11:30. Stick around. We're gonna have one of my favorite topics, and stick around. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna ask you guys to reflect on something. So be ready to open, your heart if you have closed it. Reach deep into those emotions and let's discuss a few little things that hopefully they will help us grow and become better people. So yes, stick around, guys. Keep on tapping. Let's get to 100K and we will definitely do this. So let me open the comments. At Leroy, kopa on shapeka ka disclaimer mo.
Please hold on there quickly, nah?
Not a problem. Is it me or the studio session is over? Why is this so long? Okay.
I think it's over actually.
Give advice to Anonymous. Why don't you give us a call right now? 086
It's over, no?
2160. You can send us your
Okay.
voice note.
They finished in a very funny way today.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah, because
Anonymous, let's play this jam. Of course, you coming through with your advice.
let me just. Yeah, no, it's definitely done. So play the thing, my boy.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
Bro, may I say something quickly again?
Sure.
Guys, like, let's remember, hore, we are gonna keep the opinions very brief, ne, guys. Ne? Like, we're not gonna deviate. The speculations, and you keep it very brief, less than 2 minutes, ne? Because rebaya happily come. So let's, let's actually respect that again. Sure, man.
Thanks, Abuti. And when you come and join the panel, we just have a few rules to keep things orderly. So please, we don't speak over each other. You get into the you get into the panel, you mute your mic, and you will speak when your chance comes. And if you're going to disagree with anyone, you can do so without insulting them, without, projecting anything. You can just say, I disagree with your view, and we move, right? And on top of that, we're keeping it respectful. So send in your comments and send in your requests also to get onto the panel. Remember to mute, and let's have a short talk about this thing. I don't think it should be long. So let's do that. In the meantime, Osli,
Hello, how are
hello,
you?
hi. Kishapo
Hi.
wena?
Anonza made my day today. Like seriously, Anonza, I can wake up now and go and do whatever that I want to do. She made my Tuesday. This girl, she has nice life problems, Shem. Nice life problems. See, I don't know why she's complaining. She was supposed to take the lip glossy and put it in her handbag and keep quiet. Another collection of her own from her husband. Unless mo guy ke le after 9 guys, o are two time o busy ke ya hide that lipstick. All I can say ke gore Anonza made my Tuesday. Thank you very much, Anonza. You have nice life problems. I ke sharp, ke right. Ke grand ka Anonza vandag. Now I can wake up. Leroy, it's not even 2 minutes. Give few seconds. I'm out. Thank you, Anonza, for the
You are a
opportunity.
star. You are a very good girl, well.
I'm a very good girl. Once you want that.
Hey, okay.
Okay, bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lee. Okay, so for those who came in late, need a recap, or are a bit confused about what's happening. Anonza came, she attended the Metro FM Awards. She requested her husband because Naked is her crush. So she attended Metro, asked for her birthday rather, that husband Amite Krasha High. So fine, husband granted the wishy. She went to the Metro FM Awards and all of that. And there were different events on different days. She got tired on one of the days and decided to stay at the hotel. Guy said, I'm gonna go. She said, sharp, enjoy. Guy goes. She wakes up at some time in the morning, does not see baby boy. I think it was around 5 or so, whatever the case may be. At around 7 o'clock, she's like, no man, boy is supposed to be back. Boy comes back, and fine, they start packing and getting ready to leave. She goes and checks the car to make sure Kuti she's not forgetting anything or something along those lines. And then she sees lip gloss in the boot. She's like, okay, Yazin, baby boy once cheated back in 2016 or so. And but he has worked his way to prove himself very loyal, and so now I guess she's shaken. Kuti, we are jola of Kancha. Decides to confront baby boy. Husband says, nah man, I got too sloshed. And somewhere during in J, some people asked to use the car to talk. I guess it's people he was chilling with in any case. They got into the car, they had a chat, and I don't know how the lipstick got into the boot. And yeah, so that is the situation. So she just wants to know, Kuti, is she over exaggerating? Should she be worried? Or what must can happen? That is her thing. So she doesn't, I don't know. I could say whether she suspects Corey he's cheating, or she just wants to be like, should I just let it go? Am I being too paranoid, or whatever the case may be? So that is what Anonza is asking about. And for the fact that none of you are on the panel right now, I'm assuming le shapo ka story sena. and I don't know whether you don't want to comment, you don't want to say anything. Please do put it on the panel. Lee, what's your opinion?
Braga, we didn't have more pila, nah? But again, can I get remember like man, can I, like this sister, she started with was man, naked as my crush, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, so now, okay, sharp. This is my thoughts, fella. Nah? Like maybe she wanted to hook up with like naked, so now she failed. So now, Njita ne, sharp, ne, innocently so. Atolema Jita below Groover, then his phone died. Then she thought that he was doing what she wanted to do that night. Yeah, so now that messed up with her head. Then she was like, but again, gonna very hard like get lip gloss and I'm like, okay, sharp. But then guys, let me tell you now, from a guy who's in the entertainment barking kind of scene le majita bale is in like baba groovani, sharp guys. Sometimes we just want to hang out like le majita re groove ho be mnati re iketle fela guys. We have a lot of like working kind of like working, we have a lot of like female friends. We're not doing nothing with them, bruh. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what, like, sharp, like, look here. Me, William, Polly, Kaylee, Julieta, more as in, like, they are friends to us. So now, Molly, Rilo, Josie, except me, you saw on Fana Gabon, Taro Groove. Nje. So I know, like, guys, like, sometimes there is literally nothing there. No, as in like Parkimang, Mimi Loto like lip gloss of a dozen, then except man, close the lip gloss at home one. So the baby girl, maybe her own demons, they are haunting her because her plan was Mina, Mina Zoba naked, no naked. They say, you know. But anyway, ladies,
Leroy,
sure.
got what you just said bothered me. Look at her comment there.
Mudim, mama, gender was hype. Ngeke. Hayi mimi. I want to ha ke di tsene tseo. Please, ba re ke mang kana mimi le Serge, ha ke di tsene tsa lona. I'm fine today. Mimi, you are my friend, I get. For sure. Anyway, bye-bye.
Okay, Soldier, please mute your mic so long. All right, we're gonna go from Leroy going all the way up. Juliet, Tlakatswana Mama.
Hi guys. I'm gonna say he's lying, cause men lie. Um, the fact that his story is not adding up, and doesn't remember the people, and he doesn't know. He said chinja stories like he's lying. This guy is lying. There is no way.
So, what's your advice for Anonzake?
I would say Makahlale, because she seems like she doesn't want to go anywhere. She just wants people to like clarify her. I mean, to what's the word? Ufuna sim, like she already has made up her mind that she's gonna stay, but she just wants us to validate that. So yeah, the guy Yena, he's lying, but if she wants to stay, she can stay. I mean, she has already decided that she wants to stay.
Okay, thank you for that comment. Butsenzo.
Good morning, everybody. Sisifile. Um, I know, Dakai uqinisile. Yabo nje thina majita, we do go out and, kuyenzeka ukuthi sinikeze abantu i-lift, or mhlambe he was dancing on the dance floor and then wabona i-lipstick wathi, oh okay, mhlambe one of the sisters that was there, you know, at that event, wayipick up wayifaka esikhwameni, you know, wayifaka emotweni, wayikhohlwa emotweni, wakhohlwa ukunikeza unkosikazi ukuthi, oh yazi nkosikazi wami, ngithole i-lipstick la, ngicabanga ukuthi ungayisebenzisa, you know. So nje umjide ugrand, akenzanga lutho, I believe him, yeah. Uhusband nje alright bafethu, and Leroy, ngivumelana nawe mpintshami, ngivumelana nawe, these things do happen. So i-advice yami, if Anonza is suspecting that the guy is cheating, I think that she should take Somizi's advice to say no, Yazin, because you don't have concrete evidence. So khohlwa let and just move on. Because there's no concrete evidence in Bell. And they did mention for Tuguti, the area where the event was, there are no e-hailing services. So it is possible ukuthi nangempela, you know, wanikeza umuntu lift or somebody used the car, and that was it. She just needs to take that story and accept it. Noma bekuthiwa kunzima kanjani ukugwinya lelitshe, kodwa ngiyabonga.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Ndlovukazi are once nutty as men. Y'all are lying. Wow. Okay. Soldier. Mimi, I'm not gonna accept you up until the TTN session, please. You said you're not coming up to the panel. Soldier, please unmute. Okay, skip Soldier. Kay, how are you? Kay.
Hi.
Kay. Yes. How's it?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I just feel like moral of the story is if you take back a cheating partner, you will always have PTSD because I feel like she just has PTSD. Like she's got flashbacks, she's traumatized. And yeah, now she's having to play detective stalker. And it's just not a good look because now you on here calling a radio station for advice when you could have just left or just accepted that it's happening again because that's all you can do. So yeah, that's just my opinion on the situation.
What advice would you give her?
To either like accept the cheating or leave because the cycle will never end. Like either he's gonna cheat and then she must accept it, or he's not cheating, but then like she's always got this like fear in the back of her mind. So at either way, it's never like win-win.
But she did say by herself that he has proven himself worthy now. He has never given her any, reason to doubt up until I guess now, if this is reason for her. So since the shenanigans of 2016, how many years has it been now? 8 years. He has not done anything. So
But that's my point. The fact that like he hasn't, but then she still has that a seed of doubt. That's my point.
okay. So this may not be your opinion or whatnot. So we're saying that if someone cheats, ideally you should not forgive them, or if you forgive, what must then happen?
I'm saying that if you have a partner and they cheat, you have the option of staying and
Okay.
trying to work on things, and then you have the option of leaving. So if you work on things, there's still the option of like potentially never healing.
Okay.
And then if you leave, there's the potential of regretting. So it's always like in a situation like that, it's like a hard place to be in. So I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but I just think, yeah, you just have to decide like which devil you choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll weigh in my point about the issue of forgiveness in relationships, because then for me, if you're speaking about forgiveness, whether you're dating, whether you're married, I understand the element of being hurt and needing a form of healing, but healing must happen for you to fully, take this situation and say, whatever it is that's going to happen, going on, what I have chosen to forgive should no longer be a worry to me, and you're not taking it as a, should something happen, then that's your first thought that's going to come to mind. You weigh every situation going forward as in its own merit, so to put it. But in any case, let's not go there further. When I take it, sharp. Guys, I need to charge my phone. I don't know what happened. How's it, sir?
Ngiyaphila ninjani? I hope wonke umuntu right.
No. Siyaphila kumnandi la emhlabeni.
No man, I
Come
think
through.
we are busy projecting here. Na issue ne. Ugel wathola i-lipstick. Now uLeroy uyibeke yaba clear lento le ukuthi they might decide ukuthi uGuy beka-cheater throughout that weekend, but there's another side futhi esingamelanga sihlale singalibheki, iside lokuthi mhlambe uGuy uhambile waboleka abangani bakhe genuinely leyo moto, then uSisimeme washiya i-lipstick nge-mistake naye angayiboni iwele phansi nge-mistake, you understand, because uGirl already I feel like she's fighting a losing battle, because lento ufuna ukuyilwa nge-lipstick naye angekho sure ngayo ukuthi yini isitori sayo, because kuyomele ube sure ngale story sale lipstick ukuthi yes uyayibona i-lipstick ilana, but lo lipstick iminani, why ila, you understand, because I can say ukuthi no i-lipstick abangani bami kuyenzakala so na weekend, or vele uthole ukuthi ngichithile kamampela, so ikayithule into le, angeke sithathe iside eli-one sibuye siprojecte kwezinto esicabanga ukuthi mhlambe ngaba yiqiniso, because yes ngaba yiqiniso ukuthi yes uchithile, but futhi uthola ukuthi no akayenzanga yonke lento leyo, you understand, wafunda back 2016 ukuthi akasamelanga yenze into efana nale, bese kubuya
Okay. I don't know what happened. I'm going to... Mimi, should I skip you?
Oh, Scotty, I said sorry.
no kancane. Yeah.
Banganatike. Yes,
Yeah,
banganatike zwakala.
ugeli makakhohlwe yiyo yonke lento le ye-lipstick, makachubeke ne-relationship ayekele because uzoprojecta lezinto ezigcine zi-affecta i-relationship, izinto zingasayenzeki ngendlela e-right because of yena emngcondweni wakhe unalento leyo ukuthi uGuy uyachita, uthole ukuthi ayiyenzeki yonke lento leyo, so already she's projecting some things ezi-triggera yonke lento le ya-2016, so yena she must stop doing that, get rid of that lipstick and making sure that she just becomes angene nje kwi-clean slate nayo yonke lento le, akhohlwe yiyo yonke lento, because akana proof, you understand, whether uGuy uchithile or akachithanga, there is just no proof. Sonke we are just trying to come up with a solution kule issue yakhe nje. Yeah, that's my take.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And, I think the other element of, since we are talking about this situation in terms of forgiveness, of forgiving a partner who has cheated, and also even if there was no cheating and whatnot, it brings also the element of trusting someone, right? For me, my view is pretty simple when it comes to trust. When you tell me something, I will choose to trust the thing. It is your responsibility as the person I'm choosing to trust what you're saying, that you will not play with my trust. If you therefore choose to lie further in my face, unfortunately for you, what you're not aware of is that down the line, your lies will catch up with you, they will add up, and all you're doing is giving me evidence and more reason when the time comes to be like, but you said here and I decided to trust you. You said here and I decided to trust you. Now something has happened that has uncovered all of these to be lies. So for me, sometimes it's not choosing to be stupid, but it's to say, when in this case there's no evidence or concrete evidence or whatever the case may be, always choose to trust your person. Particularly because we must also trust, or at least for myself, I trust that in me choosing this person, I've done my due diligence, and I have made sure that this person is worthy of my trust. And should I be fooled, proven wrong later on, it is not on me. It is on this person who has chosen to play around with my trust. And I see you, Susu. It is not easy. No one said it is. However, if you're going to live in relationships where you do not always choose to see the best in your partner, I don't think that relationship is worth you being in, personally. So, and it goes across any relationship, friendship, family, and all of that. Choose to give them the benefit of a doubt. Not because you are stupid. Choose to give them the benefit of a doubt, because these are the people you have chosen to love. These are the people who are in your life and have value, and you have given them a level of value in your life. But if you're gonna always focus on the negative out of defense, guys, offense is something that will always get you in hot waters. Choosing to be offended will always get you into trouble, guaranteed. That one I'll tell you for free. It will always get you into trouble. Choose not offense. How to choose your peace, protect your heart, and all of this? It's exactly this. Choose to see the best in people. If you're proven wrong, you have a lesson that you have learned. You know where to draw boundaries in the future. Does not mean you're stupid. Let me not go any further. Mimsy, tlakatsona mo sister or sharp, I believe you are able to speak now.
Why are you guys saying I'm gonna wreak havoc here?
Me, I'm just saying, Kuti, I thought, kuna lu busy ngana, that something you needed to handle, so so nagara go
That's
fena.
Sekgothudi. But anyway, guys, my mom. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's, is happy. I hope everybody's healthy.
Thank
Guys, my
you.
mom has always told me, Uguti, if you're not going to do anything about a man cheating, let that man cheat in peace. If you are not willing to leave that man for cheating, let that man cheat in peace. Because the minute you forgive cheating, you are staying in a situation where everything he does is going to trigger you. You put yourself in that situation. You forgave his cheating. You forgave the fact that he broke your trust, and so she would always tell me that if ever you forgive the person you are with for cheating, be mindful of the fact that you are not going to forget. Everything he does is going to reek of that cheating. So if you're not willing to do anything about it, let that man cheat in peace. Even if you know that he's cheating, and when now you know that you know for a fact that, you know, you're not going to leave even if you find out. Don't ask him anything about it. Because you're going to open yourself up to deception. You're going to open yourself up to the fact that, you know, he's going to lie to you, this and that. So if you're not going to do anything about that man cheating, let that man cheat in peace. Unless you are ready to confront the truth, unless you are ready to you know, to put yourself first in that situation, then you can go and say, yes, Zukthin, I know that when Leroy, you are dating a girl with a gap or whatever, and I am gonna, you know, exclude myself from this situation, you know? Unless you are willing to do that, let that man cheat in peace.
Okay, point heard, Mimi. But I still think then we as a community need to deal with this topic of forgiveness. Because, and I understand, we've been burnt so much. And to your point, Mimi, if you're not gonna do anything about a cheating partner, then, you know, take the responsibility for what's coming. We hear that. And however, the issue of forgiveness, and I hear, you know, the common saying, forgive and forget. I don't want to take it as a forgive and forget, but we forgive and learn. All right. Let this be a lesson for you to say, this person has broken the trust that I have given. Equally so, they will work at gaining this trust back. And the working of gaining the trust back is not so, especially for the person who is working at gaining the trust, it's not so that you can put me at ease, the person who you've hurt, so that you can get another opportunity to play over my head. If you genuinely ask for forgiveness, be ready to change now. Like, be ready to change. And be fair and value the forgiveness that someone has given you. Because that is a very big thing that they're doing for you. So there's responsibility both sides when it comes to forgiveness. You forgive, or you ask for forgiveness, you must know that there's a lot that comes with you being forgiven. There's a responsibility of you building the trust, making sure there's no shadow of a doubt. You know, that here you have done this thing, you are done with whatever that you are doing, type of a thing. So we need to get to a point where individually we look into this issue of forgiveness to say, are you forgiving purely because you don't want to lose a boyfriend or a partner or a husband, or you're forgiving out of a charge? And for me, I always say, let it stand on your values. You know, what are you forgiving on? And what is it that drives you to forgive? And I will go back to my convictions that my forgiving is not purely based on the person who's needing the forgiveness or who's asking for forgiveness. It's based on my belief that giving this forgiveness is a requirement from me, particularly in my marriage. It's a requirement for me to forgive. Forgiveness is room to say that I am not perfect, even if I'm the person who's giving the forgiveness. But there might be a day where I do something wrong that I will be needing this particular forgiveness. Yes. So I need to make sure that my outlook, particularly in my marriage, is that for it to work, there needs to be forgiveness and pure forgiveness, where you are healing from the hurt, where you are even going as far as forgetting that this thing has happened, because this person has proven themselves so much that, okay, now I can trust this person, and therefore I can easily forget about them ever cheating. You get what I mean? And that needs also accountability. That we, people who, if you know you are prone to do something, put yourself in a situation of accountability. Tell a friend of yours, tell whoever or your confidant or whoever is close to you to say, my guy, as my friend Njayam, Leroy, should you ever see me cheating or talking to a girl or looking to a girl in any way that puts my marriage in jeopardy, Njayam, don't even stand on my side. Do not stand on my side. Hold me accountable. Call me out. Sit me down. Don't be like, hey, I always say to people, the day you hear me saying I'm done with my marriage, I'm divorcing, drag me to church. Make sure that every avenue has been taken care of. To say, okay, no sharp, vele, this guy when he's saying he's divorcing, okay, he has done, looked at every avenue. That is the accountability I'm putting myself in. Drag me to church, mama. Drag me to church because that's where my belief stands. I need someone to stand before me and say, as in, either I'm possessed or something needs to happen. I need some deliverance. So put yourself in a form of accountability to make sure that you do not fall, because we're human beings. We might make mistakes, we might fall. Sometimes it's things that we in the Christian circles we say is a sin that easily entangles you. You know, this is something that for whatever reason in J, you are always somewhat weak to it. Put yourself under accountability. Make sure there's no room for you to go about doing such a thing. And yeah, I'll stop it there. Juliet, cheating is never a mistake though. Agreed. Never a mistake. Nonetheless, worth your forgiveness. Mimi, your hand is up. Sorry for taking so long, guys. My
No,
apologies.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We forgive you because you're the host today. We'll forgive you.
Touche.
But in all honesty, guys, maturing is also understanding that forgiveness also does come with consequences, and those consequences are the triggers, the you know, the mistrust and all of that. And in as much as we feel like the next person needs to work hard in regaining that trust back and whatever, I, as the person that forgives, also needs to work on building that trust again. It's a two-way street. Do you understand? Because I can't sit back and say, "Oh, no, the cheater needs to work hard on gaining my trust back because he's the one that broke it." No, my love, we need to work together in gaining that trust back, because it wouldn't work if he's breaking his back in order to gain my trust and I'm just there and I'm sitting, but I don't trust him yet. So I need to also understand the fact that, okay, I've forgiven this person, and I'm gonna work on trusting him again. I'm gonna work on understanding that this man would never do something like this to me again. That's why we say that if you have the strength to do that, then you can forgive. Guys, who has an echo? I keep hearing myself.
Yes, you keep breaking. No one has an echo. Maybe let me mute on my side, perhaps. Continue.
Okay. So hence I'm saying that my mom wasn't, because when she first said it to me, I was like, ah. So mina kwamele ngihlalela manyala. She's like, no. I need to uhlalela manyala. But if you're not willing to do anything about lao manyala lao, keep quiet and let that person cheat in peace, because you are not going to say anything that's going to make him stop. You are going to cry, you're going to yell, you're going to fight, you're going to, that's what he's expecting you to do. And he already has an answer for you fighting and yelling and screaming and doing this. And he knows that you're going to stay. Unless you're willing to put your foot down and say, Boog, I'm not going to take this nonsense from you. It's either you do this, or I leave. An ultimatum works best. But this woman in the same breath came back and said to me that you never leave Indoda for cheating. She's like, you are gonna leave Usman Badi for cheating. Uliroy for like cheating. So you never leave a man for cheating. so in a nutshell, in a nutshell, my mom is very big on forgiveness, because I remember my stepdad, may his beautiful soul rest in peace. I came back from school this one time, and guys, like, just disclaimer, he made a mistake. Okay, it was a mistake. So I came back from school. I was in grade 6. I remember I was in grade 6, and my stepdad, he was a wonderful man. He was a wonderful man. He was the perfect leader. He was a man, all in all. I just don't know what happened in this moment. So I came back from school, and usually I would find my mom at home, because she used to work at a hotel and she would leave like later in the day. But I guess on that day she was already at work. How I get into the house, because I had my own key. So I open, and I hear a female voice in the bedroom, and I'm there thinking, "God, it's my mom." So I walk, like, I ran in. No, guys, it wasn't my mom. My stepdad had, I guess we all catch the drift. How? So me being the kid that I am, my stepdad gets nervous, tells the lady to please leave and whatnot. And then my mom comes back from work. Me being a kid, I'm like, nah, mommy, ubaba had, this. And my mom, in her calm voice, she's like to me, okay, please go eat. And then uhambu yolala, tomorrow is school. I'm like, okay. I did not hear even a scream from, the bedroom. I did not hear nothing. And in the morning, my stepdad came to wake me up, and they were jolly as always, umama bekahleka and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. And I remember years later, I asked her about that incident. And she was like to me, Mimi, I knew I wasn't going to leave your stepfather. So I did nothing about it. Ngangisamthanda. And if I had screamed and if I had done anything, it wasn't going to change the fact that I was going to stay. And I'm like, why did you stay? She's like, I wasn't going to lie to myself and leave the man I love. I wasn't going to teach you, Uguti, you end a marriage that you so badly want to work hard on because of such things. Atinami, I am a human being, Yawayenza Maputa, and Ubabwako knows that. And he forgave me. He's like, I love your dad. And I know that I wasn't willing to leave him, so I did nothing about it. We just had a conversation on how it hurt me, and then that was that. The rest is up to him. I have to work on now fixing another aspect of Umshato Wami, because I wanted to work. And I was like, yo, okay. But yeah.
Yeah, guys, that's why I said your forgiveness and where the foundation is, it's very important. So yeah, hey, kuraf. Girl with a gap, hello, uhle. It's been a long time since I've seen you. It's great. Who's coming first? Leroy, you've spoken. Do you want to go before Dean or after Dean?
No, but again, like you see, like Mimi actually wrapped it up so beautifully, man. No, it's like working. You leave Mimi and like sharp, gents, one. Do it for yourself. Happen, like learn that you're gonna have to let go, Like more you're gonna have to be on some fair, but then I chose that, so let's just leave it there. But anyway, like Mimi said, maturity. Bye, guys.
Dango. Whatever Mimi's mom did may not work out for you. So please make sure that you are good with whatever decision that you're going to make, and it won't come after you. Would you, Dean?
Bantwana bamango ngiyaphila. Zimbali zezwe, uNkulunkulu usibusisile futhi namhlanje. I have a similar story to Mimi's. I remember I think I was doing like grade 5 or something. And my dad third girlfriend was picking me up from school. And I was eager to go home and just be with my and tell my mom how was school. So my mom is like, so what time did your dad pick up? I'm like, no, my dad didn't pick me up. It was Uma Usbanbani. And like, oh, okay. Unlike Mimi's case, there was some shouts in that room. There was some battles that night in that room. And a couple of months later, the very same girlfriend became my third mom. So you choose your battles. You choose the wars that you want to find yourself with. I'm just saying that. my story ended up with the woman being my third mom. My dad married the same woman, you know? So but you choose your battles. And again, what I wanted to emphasize, Mimi emphasized it very well earlier on. It requires a level of maturity, especially in this pool game. The sad part is that, unfortunately, now we have more people that are willing to opt out of relationships and restart and opt out again as soon as there is a hiccup and restart. That's why we don't have long-term relationships in our society, because it's easier for them to just end it rather than fix it. It's easier for them to just cut off the battle rather than fighting the war. Because if we understand each other as people, we are bound to make mistakes. We are bound either one time or at a point of life to offend the person that we love so much and we love so dearly. And it might be a moment of wickedness. It might be a moment of being over-toxicated by alcohol. It might be a moment of stupidity. And what people don't understand, and I'm not justifying anyone, but I'm just trying to say that these things happen so stupidly sometimes that you find yourself questioning yourself going back home, and you be like, Mara, was there a need? Did I really need to do this? Was there a purpose? Because in the relationships that we are, some of us and some people that are in relationships and some people that are willing to be in relationships, they are content and they are happy within those relationships. And because the flesh is the flesh, and I don't know, because I'm just in the control land, but because some mistakes are just stupidly made without the thought of what you might lose, you find yourself in a very deep water that you can't swim in. And it requires a person that is of certain level of maturity to then say, is this something that I'm willing to fight for? Am I willing to fix this? Am I willing to go through that pain of me having to suffer, having to convince myself that they will change, having to trust their word again that they will change, and being peri patu with them to accept that change? Because as much as Mimi may do everything to change, if I'm not willing to accept the change and I don't see it, and I still see the person that cheated, I still see the person that was weak for that night, if I still see that person, clearly I will not accept that for that change that comes from that person that I've forgiven, which then says I did not then forgive in the beginning. Because the ability to forgive, it's the ability of saying, I'm willing to change to understand this person anew and the new person that person is becoming. But that will be me, in front of my parents speaking. But now, because me, don't forgive cheating. Cheating, don't forgive. Move from there. They cheat once, they'll cheat again. Don't forgive cheating. Cheating is not for the ones that need to be forgiven. You forgive a broken glass, you forgive. No, guys, no, don't forgive
Can
cheating.
I just say something? Can I just say something before? And with the story that I've told, I am not my mother. We are not our mothers. So
I'm just saying, guys, that was me talking in front of my dad, and my mom's and church congregation, but me speaking to you as family. Don't forgive cheating. You plan this thing, guys. You have to book an apartment. You have to book a. This thing is planned. You have to be free on that day. You know, some of us wear underwears and some of us don't. You have to take that thing out. Yo, guys, do you know it's a mission? So I'm just saying, as a loving brother to loving people, don't forgive cheating. Cheating is a state of mind that takes time to do. Don't forgive that, especially if you are married. If you are married, just leave that ring there, go to church, and pray to God for forgiveness. God will
Look who's
forgive you.
talking. Look who's talking. Hypo.
I'm just saying, guys.
Wasn't he the one, guys? I will never advocate for ending a marriage.
When it comes to marriages,
Hypo.
I'm just joking. When it comes to marriages, go to KG. KG will help you with that when it comes to marriages. But if Ribuaga Mujolo, Mimi, don't forgive cheating. Don't cheating, you can't forgive. I'm just saying. The
Yeah,
marriage
okay.
part, KG is there. You know, KG will give you some deep words. He'll give you some homework. KG will distract you from the cheating part. You will search about God for the next 4 days. You forget that person cheated. But if it's Mjolo, don't forgive cheating, guys.
Mara thina inhliziyo yayiphakela bhuti wami. Inhliziyo yayiphakelwa. We can sit here all day and say, but men don't forgive cheating. We are all having these conversations because a woman has to forgive cheating and a woman has forgiven cheating. Amadoda do not forgive cheating, ladies. They are not speaking about themselves. They will never forgive cheating. They are here, preaching forgiveness, and we should,
That's what I'm
men
saying.
don't forgive cheating.
That's why
Koshwan.
that's why I'm here. I'm saying what men don't do. We don't forgive cheating. I'm just saying, don't forgive. And men, carry on not forgiving cheating. It's how we should be. It's how it should be. It's how God wanted to be. In fact, as long as if there's no ring on that finger, it's fine. But if there's a ring, KG is here, Wafetu. I promise you, KG will distract you for 3 months. You'll forget about that person cheated. You'll forget. You'll be finding things about yourself and God that you have never even heard. KG will give you a distraction. You'll forget about cheating. But if it's just us finding our thingy, wasting time, why cheat them too? If that person cheats, Jola no mamake, straight.
I'm muting you. I'm muting you, Dean. I'm muting you. I'm muting you.
Can I please have
Please
this
mute
disclaimer?
yourself. Please.
Yeah,
And then you
please, yes,
complain
yeah.
when we play the disclaimer. We're not Dean. You complain when we play
The
this.
disclaimer. Please play it. Please play it.
Can I
The
please have
views
the
and opinions
disclaimer,
expressed
please?
in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
You guys are crazy. Mpumi, hi. We are moving to our new section. I just wanted to ask, were you wanting to comment on the Ask a Man section, or you have something else? Mpumi, please unmute yourself. Mpumi, you are muted in case you are speaking. All right. Mpumi? All right, so we will skip Mpumi. I will remove you, request again, and then perhaps, yeah. Okay, so that ends the the first section of the show. Now we are with Talk to Me Ntwana. This is a segment where we speak about everything and anything that builds us, that brings joy, that pushes positivity, and it's a space where we often learn a lot. And yeah, we are on 90K. Make it 100K. If you just guys tap in here for the next 2 minutes, we get to 100K. And today I have a topic that is I have addressed this topic before. It's more of a question. It's more of a opportunity for you to speak to someone, 130 someones, About Anonza must check the brand of the lip gloss. Some things not worth it. Yes. So if it's not Bobby Brown, we must not stress. So, wow, my thought is gone. So let's start the thing. So I always ask this question. The last time I asked it, Girl with a Gap was on my case. But I'll ask it again. For the new people who are here, I want to know what has been in your mind lately. What either keeps you up at night, what catches you off guard, that moment when you're in the closet, and you are gazing Yana for a second. What's keeping you awake at night? What has been running through your mind that you would like to either think it out loud, or you want some people to weigh in on your thoughts. Maybe you want someone to just help you think something through. Come through. Let's do this. Senzo says ghosts. And the way time is moving so fast. K, sorry. Girl with the gap. I love that Baby Brown. The missus is definitely gonna use you. Definitely girl with the gap. Ke now like a mixer, the shades, study foundation. Sure, Leroy.
Yeah, man, wait again, na. So, Sheba, na. Might actually regret this, na. But then because na ke go tshepa you KG, ne? Le me. And then ba re ke kana then like lona ba bang lona ke na sepelo lona go siame. Okay, so you know what, na? I've noticed that I can't what's that? Like ga ke kgone go tshepa, no? Like anymore actually.
Okay.
Like via mjolo wise and okay, I feel mjolo, because I've noticed like the last few months actually, there's been a lot of ladies, sharp like and like they're very beautiful, they're like very nice, but then now like because of the past, like things, yeah, like my mind gets the flashback. It's like it's our and then, like what if like so I know happen the admin you're gonna put in the effort and then you are really gonna have to like and then again like later on like and like they can't do this anymore because like they feel that like we do not align in. So now I'm like, that has really like messed me up, bro, because I used to be that guy, Joe, I born baby girl finish up like let's no, but then I wanna like my last 3 relationships actually, they really messed me up like crazy, dog. Like bruh, what? Like last weekend, yeah, I'm also like a blade in Jeff dire. I rather tla go nna monate sengwe le sengwe, but then for me to initiate or I'd like let's go to my place and like let's have fun. As like my brain was like nah nigga. But because happen tomorrow, let me learn is but as like on romantic and then like next week motho tla ba go bolela dilo tse di tswileng mo tseleng so like that's been messing me up nyana, but then so for those who have the crash mon like just pause it for now, like I wanna like maybe next year But okay. But hey, man. Yeah, actually that.
No, I see you. I didn't like it here. I can say I didn't like it here.
At all.
Yeah.
But why would you say something like that? Anyway, Wanako, hi, let me tell you something, ne, and I'm gonna tell you this as your close friend. Mpumi, please mute your mic, my love.
Okay.
Okay. That's okay. I understand how heavy, you know, the burden of starting over could be, and we obviously start over with the intention of the fact that this is going to be something great. This is going to be something, beautiful. And it turns out to be exactly like the rest, but somebody gave me this advice and said to me that you should never let any experience in life deter or determine the way you love or the kind of person that you are. Yes, you can grow. You can grow emotionally, you can set boundaries, but you shouldn't be afraid of loving how you love, because there is a person out there that deserves to be loved how you love and is going to love you back. You may take the time, yes, to want to reevaluate, want to, understand where your emotions are at the time, but do not completely close yourself off, because you are now depriving yourself of something that, could build you and could be beautiful. So just give yourself time. You know what? I'll heal in hell, But what I'm saying is, to you, to you can, take your time however you want, but do not put yourself in a position where, you want to close off on love completely. Some people are okay, let me put it like this. I also need you to understand that some people are in your life as experiences. They are there to teach you what you want. They are there to teach you what you don't want. They are there to teach you what you are able to tolerate in relationships. Some are there to teach you how to even open up to the way you love as a person. Do you understand? So don't feel like you are undeserving of love, or you are undeserving of a happy ending, because you are. Everybody is. Do you understand? But just don't close yourself off completely.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all.
Thank you, Mimsy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Don't respond, Leroy. Your response will come in later. Don't worry. Mpumi, I hope now you can unmute your mic. Come through, Mpumi. On your screen at the bottom there must be a mic nyana there. Just okay. Get off, come back again. Mpumi, I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna remove you. And I'm gonna ask you to come back again so that you can speak again. Let me add you back. Accept the request and then come speak. Sispele RFM Mpumi ogare technology sintsane morofa hanyanyana. You can accept. There we go. I see you coming through, Mpumi. Okay, seems like network is not doing. Oh, guys, thank you for the 100K. Thank you for the 100K. Keep on tapping. Scala maga. Scala na. Scala repa, man. Keep on. Fanandi chance, First 10, tap, 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 tap. Another one, tap, 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 tap. Yeah, what? Let's do that. Mpumi, in network, sister, we tried. Or brother, we tried. request again. I'm gonna leave Palesa to speak. Sis Pali, come through.
Morning, everyone.
Hi, sorry, KG. Sanbonan kancane nje Palace. KG, when Umpumi comes up, please send her an invite to unlock the mic, because I think she was muted by either a moderator or by you earlier on. So sometimes when that happens, they can't unmute themselves.
All right, but she was now not coming on to the thing, so I think it was a network issue on her point. But I note I will send her an invite after Pali has spoken. Thanks for that,
All right, thank you.
Senzo.
Sure.
Come through, Sis Pali.
Hi, everyone.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, good. Now I don't know. I've got my own, and I don't really have advice for Lee.
Okay,
Because
all right.
I live. Yeah. I think one thing that works for me is that I've realized love alone is not enough. Love is beautiful, yes, but love alone is not enough. And I have my own. I think, how do I put this? There's this question that people ask, "What do you bring to the table?" Ne? It's a very rude question to ask, but I think it's one you should ask when self quietly somehow inside. Ne? Ask, what is this person coming to do into my life? Not urutompa. What difference are they coming to make? And you will learn to appreciate whatever happened during the 2 months or 3 months of the relationship. They were there to teach you something or to hold your hand through something, to assist with something. Once they've served their purpose and they no longer also feel needed in the relationship, they will try and say, we don't align, because they don't know what to do with you. They were just there for a purpose. So not like I'm a Christian, and we've got what we call the destiny helpers or whatever. So whenever somebody has come and have served their purpose in your life, I don't know, we find it very hard to release them and to let go of that and realize this person was just here to help me academically or to help me through this situation, and now that they've served their purpose, they are leaving and it's okay. Then the separation can happen without any bad blood. I don't know, that's what works for me, and I find that it works. um so I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know if I should just jump into I think I'll wait, let others help Leroy, then
Okay.
maybe, yeah.
Okay, but also we're not gonna give Leroy a whole 30 minutes for people to help him. So we need everyone also to get the opportunity. So yes, let's give Lady oh my god. Lady
Gosh,
G. There we
no.
go. So sorry.
She's probably here on by mistake. She was tapping and she pressed. She always does this. I know, Lady G.
Should I put you down, Lady G?
How do you unmute?
Okay. All right, that's fine. Lee, let me then give you. I don't see. Do you guys see Mpumi? Mpumi, because on my thing, she's still loading.
Yeah, she's still loading on also the side. I think she should just come down again and try, because it's always gonna kick her out.
Sure. Okay. All right. Okay, we see Mpumi. Mpumi, try and speak. Okay. So what am I supposed to do on my side to get me now? Because the only options I have is mute microphone or disconnect. She's in PTA, that's why. Oh, guys. Wait again. Let me just keep the quiet. Okay, but in the meantime, let me highlight you, Lee. So a couple of questions that you would need to ask yourself, right? This feeling, if you don't already have it, a friend of mine just called me clingy. So the issue with relationships, particularly when they do not work out, I like what Usispali was saying, even though it's difficult to do, particularly in the first few days or perhaps weeks of the relationship, that, how do you then exactly see or decipher whether what this person has come to do in your life. But I guess it has to do more about your own self introspection, about your season, where you are in life, and you allowing this person into your life, it is for what exactly, all right? And then you will begin to assess whether this person can indeed fulfill this role in your life. However, when you are disappointed a number of times, and either you look at the pattern that is happening, then you ask yourself, is the pattern happening because of me and my role in the different relationships? Therefore, is there something that I need to work on? One. Two, if it is more about the people having gotten to a point where they don't need you in their lives, whether things don't align or whatever case may be, then the question then goes back to, how do you make your assessment of the people you're letting into your life, whether they are going to play the role that you're hoping them to play, right? And sometimes all the cards are on the table, you put your best foot forward, and it does not work out. These ones, Shem, I guess we will only find out once we get to heaven, what really happened there. Not too sure. So in these times, you need to do a lot of self-introspection. Be honest with yourself. What are the roles that I've played in this particular situations? And what role did these people play? Because people do you dirty and all of these things. Then you assess that. If it has nothing to do with your fault, it has nothing to do with you. It's about these people, and you need to relieve yourself of that. And I think we struggle with that, particularly because we always think to a certain extent that we are undeserving of certain things, or, maybe it's my problem and whatnot. No, when it's very clear that it has nothing to do with you as the person, take it as that. Nothing to do with you as the person, right? If it has something to do with you in this particular case, where maybe you are not offering the person what they wanted per se, then that's what you need to stand on. You're not going to offer this because that's what you're not willing to offer. And if they decide to go because of that, that's it. That's the responsibility that you take for that. So there are different elements and aspects and perspectives that you need to look at to fully assess what is it that your role is in these particular relationships that you've played, and what their role is, and let go of their responsibilities and deal with yours so that you can improve. And then there comes in the point that Mimi said, Hore, you need to move forward. You need to, continue being yourself and allow yourself to love again or be loved again. There will always be that little fear of saying, what if this one does not work out? But if you're going to go into every relationship with that perspective, I don't think it's worth it, Horo Jolly, to begin with, So rather than see how you can deal with the fear of now saying, is this thing gonna work out or whatnot? But knowing you, Leroy, you don't ask yourself, is this business gonna work out? Is this designing thing gonna work out? Is this DJing thing gonna work out? Is this thing of Makoya gonna work out? You don't ask yourself these questions. You forge through even when you fail in them. So the question is, we know you have the capacity to forge through. So why are you gonna stop yourself in this element of love? Maybe it affects the heart and it's much painful, I guess, because there are emotions involved. But I could go as far as saying you love what you do so much that if you're not doing it, you get sick, literally. So for me, the energy is the same. Maybe you need to just view it as that and ask yourself, why am I standing on my own way? Why am I standing in my own happiness? And also, when it comes to relationships, you also need to understand that, yes, in your case, DJing, it's all up to you. DJing, haibui and things like that. But in a relationship, there's another person. And we must be okay with letting the responsibility of another person go. Let them do what they ought to be doing in your relationship, especially when you've stated it out. And if they are failing to do that, it's them failing to do that, not you. And I think we struggle with that a bit. But let Sibadala, we often say this, Sibadala, let people act right on their own accord. If they don't want to act right, take the necessary decisions from there. That is just my saying, Aputi. I'm gonna give Dean, I'm gonna give Case, and then Pali comes through with her thing, and then we help out Pali also. Let's go. Aputi, Dean.
You know, leyo mjolo mina ngiyayisaba, and the reason why, we want to give these amazing advice on things ezihlulayo. Angikhuluma ngami, angikhulumi ngo-KG. KG unjena ngoba siyazi, we all know. There's a woman writing all of these things next to him. We all know this thing. Axi KG. There's a beautiful woman that God blessed KG with, writing every single thing that he's saying. We know KG, we know him, but we're not there. I'm just, in the aspect of love and finding love. I was crying, and I keep on telling Mimi this. I cried. I literally cried the very first time I saw her blossom. I was crying, and it wasn't a matter of me saying I don't have it or I want it or what, but it was me saying it does exist. It still exists. It's still here. We still have the ability to love genuinely and honestly and fair, because the depth of the word itself is so deep that we might say that we love, but just to be frank, we are not even honest with ourselves, and we don't love, and we are not kind, and we're still not loving, and we are not in sync and in peace with the other person, and those are all elements of love, and we love differently as genders, but I was amazed that it exists and it's still there, and I get where Leroy is. Hurt can cause you to not just build walls, but build a castle around your heart and a castle around your mindset. Yom Jolo, like, nah, this is not for me. I promise you, to the point where when Umjolo messes you up and you take out your base on your bed, you don't trust the floor that much, but you want to be that low physically to the ground because that's how you feel. And that's the cancer that we have painted Umjolo with. We're just playing. If they hurt us, as how Mimi said, we know where she's going with someone, they will heal in hell. That's the disclaimer. It's not me. Mimi said that, But the true aspect of it, our nature requires us to have someone. And we are always searching for that someone. The sad part about it is when your heart and your mind are not in sync to agreeing on that someone. And we can never then find peace. You choose then to say, you know what, I'm going to opt out for this game. I'm going to be a spectator and look at other people flourish and look at other people being happy. And look at other people just being them. I still, up until this day, look at people that are actually dating, and I'm like, this is good. This, I want this. This is something that I'm willing to work towards to have. But it requires that level of you killing a lot of things that you are dealing with as a person and just jumping in and swimming. It's like there's no other way. Because I promise you, uzobona umimi today and uzumimi ekhuluma uNkulunkulu. Yo, ifika live yakusasa. Umimi akhuluma usathana omunye nje ongamazi, confused, you don't know, you know? You guys, I promise you, man, Wi-Fi is giving that I'm getting ready to marry kind of vibes. The following day, Wi-Fi is busy here posting upalametafula kokongara. You are lost. You are, but we all want to be with, and that's the sad reality. The monies we have, the achievements we have, the success, the family. When we go back to our apartments and our houses,
I don't know if it's just me, but I think we've lost Dean.
Can I just say, guys, there is never a time in Kulumbu Satani corner. Like, Uti is just exaggerating at this point. Mina ngingane kaNkulunkulu, guys. We all know this. You know, so let's not be swayed. Let's not be distracted from the main point. You understand?
All right. So I'm gonna step down D for a sec so that we can have case. It's gonna be your last comment towards Lee, then we go to Palesa, yeah?
Okay. I don't have advice to give to Leroy, but I do feel like, you know, last year I was in the position that he was in, like where he is mentally right now, and since I've been in that mindset, it's been like I've been thinking about just, you know, my experiences dating throughout the years. And I came across this insight where I was questioning, like, you know, a lot of times people talk about the dynamics of dating between like white people, colored people, Indian people, black people. And I do notice that, especially with white people and colored people, they seem to like really get involved in dating quite early in their life, like from a teenage level, to a point where their parents and family also allow that to happen and help them navigate dating. And I was having a conversation with someone the other day about how, like, as a black girl, the conversation around dating when you were like coming of age was so like tricky, and there was a lot of shame put behind dating at that age, because it was like, no, just focus on school and just being young, and then you'll date as an adult. And so then I realized, like, okay, I didn't actually date in high school because I was like, let me just focus. And then when I started dating as an adult, I now felt like I'm 1,000 steps behind everyone else because everyone else was actually dating. And, you know, I always imagine like what the different experience could have been if I was someone that was actually actively dating when I was coming of age, instead of like postponing it to when I leave high school. Because I feel like dating, it's like a skill, like being able to maintain relationship, it's actually like a skill, and we overlook how much of a skill it is. And it's such a soft skill that, you know, with soft skills, you can't like learn that at school or whatever. Like it's something that you have to have been brought up to know how to do. So that's just like a thought process that I was just thinking about.
All right. Thank you so much for those thoughts, Kate. Much appreciated. Girl with a gap. It's also because black folk have different definitions of dating. Yeah, I'll include cloth. Badlala ka mmele ha o tshwantse ba date wena girl with a gap. Um, yeah. Sis Pali, come through. Come through, sis. It's your time. It's your time to shine.
Hey, guys. Kopela lesikanjaja no. Don't judge me.
I've been waiting for that.
Disclaimer.
I've been waiting.
Please, lesikanjaja, please. I, Mimi, and okay. So I've been dating this one guy. Ne?
Ah, guys.
Hey, wena Mimi, go
Emanyana,
you can't convince me otherwise.
No, but it's not as it's as
Yeah, let's hear you. I would never. Next, my third eye never misses.
Continue, Sis Pali.
So, I've been dating this guy, and when the relationship started, he said, okay, I've got 3 kids, 2 from one woman, and then 1 from another woman. So it's 2 baby mamas. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really care much. It was just dating, ne? And then now as time goes by, this thing it's getting a bit serious, and I'm loving it. It's nice, very nice. So now problem comes. I can wait now that I'm catching, ne? I'm now starting to look at how and who is who and who is who. I realized that he had the first child, and then went to have a second child with a second baby mom. Years later, and I'm talking like 15 years later, he had third child now with baby mom number 1. So they got back together, had the second child. Then I don't know, guys. Then the spirit of doubt caught me. Okay, this man now went back to baby mama number 1. There must be something there. And they have a very calm and very civilized relationship. Ne? Like they communicate very well, but the kids drops off and picks up and whatever. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking now that I'm catching, I'm now kind of having this thoughts of I'm wasting my time. This one is going back there. He is gonna go back. If he could go back after 15 years, he will definitely eventually go back. Is it? Am I deceived by the relationship? I'm glad about it. I don't know, man, but I just feel worried, especially maybe looking at the age of the younger child. She's very young. I don't know, guys. Am I looking too much into it?
Question: have you asked him why he went back for that second child?
No.
Okay. The baby mama where he went back, is she in a relationship? Is she married?
No. No. and she would like she wouldn't just call about the kids. If she's got things that she needs, she would also call. Not how do I put this? Like if she's got a puncher, do you understand?
Yes.
If she's dealing with
Perfect
something
example.
that I would call a male friend for, and then I think he's transparent about it to me. So and so's mom called me and she needed this. I'm going there, or I'm gonna go later, or. Do you understand? And he will keep communicating. Even when he comes back, I'm back. But I don't know, man. And I don't feel I want to say no, don't do it. He has to do it. If she's stuck, the kids are stuck alone. Like he has to. Like I'm not even saying I don't want my man to. No, I fully understand that he has to. I fully agree that he has to. But kay doubt, guys.
I love it because it's you.
Way.
I love it because it's you. We know who we are talking to right now.
Could be.
And you know what? When you were saying Hore, you then sat down and began to do the mathematics. I was like, this is Palesa, guys. This is Palesa. I don't know how many of the women here would have sat down and done this calculation. Hore, no, man, but this might mean this. And for me, I was like, yes, this is what, as a person, you must sit down and assess the situation. High lipstick in the cup, but assess the situation and calculate, good man. You see. So I will let the people to come in. Ntwana Dini, I saw your message about you needing to go. Do you want to weigh in on Sis Pali? Let me open your mic and speak, sir.
You know, our sisters ask for good men, and good men presents themselves. Just like me, they present themselves. This man is a good man. I'm just saying. If he reports his whereabouts, even if there's an ex around, he reports. Man, this is a good guy, my faith. You know, and sometimes it's our own insecurities that makes us see weird things. But in your case, I understand. Good men are very rare. It's only me, KG, and the guy you're talking about that is left. Oh, and Leroy. You know? And Majos, sorry, there's 5 of us. And Senzo, there's 6 of us. There's 6 of us. So within our space, it's very rare. We know you don't understand when a man is good. There's confusion and chaos. But I'm just saying, right now there is no smoke that you can see. That means there's no fire. And don't read too much into things that are not there, because you'll start seeing them when I yourself. And as soon as when you start seeing them, I like the fact that you say you actually require him to act the way he acts sometimes, because it's a must. It's how a man should act. Counting, Mina, I still have kids that I love that I'm from my ex-girlfriends, but the relationship was built, and from time to time we still spend time. So Mina, I see no problem there. I see just a genuine photocopy of me and KG, but I'm the better version. Just just that right now, up until there is a significant action or deed that he actually does that might worry you, just enjoy that good man. Be grateful for that good man. And as what KG said earlier on, fully trust in that good man up until he gives you a reason not to. But for now, no, man. Enjoy my kind and let other people see what my kind does. We change tires, we get caught. That's us, guys. That's us. That's us. Guys, I have to leave. I have work. Please enjoy the rest of the week. I'll see you tomorrow.
Much appreciated. That would indeed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ah, man. Yeah. And, okay. Mimi, come through.
Okay, I didn't hear some of it because I was on a phone call. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you give me like a bit of a, because I don't, what I have in mind to say, I don't just want to say it, I want to be sure of what was said. So can you guys like give me a bit of a recap? Kancane.
You gonna do it, Pali, or must I do it?
Mimi, you basically, I think I'm just doubting, not even doubting. How do I put it, Mar? Basically, I'm just concerned the connection between Karen Bailey, le baby mama, number 1 and 3. Why one?
Oh, ngwana ko hae. Ngwana ko hae. Don't even, I mean, the only person that can ease your doubts and frustrations ke motho o nang le yena. And if ever he hasn't given you a reason that you shouldn't trust you know their relationship with the baby mama, don't look for something that's not there, Monaco High, because at the end of the day, I don't know if you know, some things just manifest into themselves. Like for a very long time. So just enjoy what you have, Honando, until there's a reason not to enjoy it again. Because and you're not gonna enjoy your relationship, and it's gonna be a waste of a relationship. It could have been something beautiful, but we were too busy looking at, things that are just not worth our time. So when if ever you feel like there's something you need to address, Lena, address it, in a happy fashion, because your feelings cannot be validated, or your doubts can never be invalidated as well. So if you feel strongly about it, bua le yena hantle, don't let your emotions take over, right? But it should be a conversation like if it shouldn't be something that's, okay, let's have a meeting, we need to address this. Nah, just make it into a passing conversation. Man, your relationship and whatnot. Make it into a happy one, and then leave it at that. Because let's just pray there is no until. But if there is an until, then that's when you can question the type of relationship that they're having, if a reason is given. For now, man, to smart the soul. Hey, man.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Do you guys hear how Spalisa is giggling? Do you guys hear that?
Mimi ke kwa bose ngwaneso. Umona lena lisisilo. Utamnash.
Hey. Girl with a gap and a imaginary smoke and fire. So Sis Pali, I'm with Mimi about just find out what happened in the 15 years situation. I think the first thing that would come to mind is what people often speak about. I think we had a similar situation, I think in one of the Anonza sessions, Sabori, someone would prefer having a child with the same baby daddy than multiple baby daddies, whatever the case may be. Could this be one of those situations? Why is it your network, Mimi? Mimi? Can you guys hear me?
Hear you, yes.
Oh, okay. So I don't know whether it's me. All right. So I was gonna say that kind of lost my trail of thought now. Remind me, guys. What was I saying, Pali? So sorry.
She should ask about what happened in the 15 years.
Yes. So just ask him how did this child happen? What was going through in his mind? You could find it was a situation of both of them are single at that point in time. She says she wants another child. Wait, no, but he went and it was one and went and had a child with another baby mama and then came back here. I don't know, maybe he wanted children at that particular time in Sekgothudi. He might not find love again or whatever the case. And he's like, makes sense. We are both single. Let's have this child. Whatever the case may be, I don't know what's going on. But the only way you're going to know is if you ask him. And it's not coming off as a confrontation. It's not coming off as it's just a thing. Yes, by the way, how did you ask about all the kids, just how did things happen here, and then he will tell the story of whatever the case may be, and it will give you some understanding. before you make any decision. At least make it a decision with information that he has given, and we are trusting that he will speak in honesty, because so far he has not given you any reason not to trust him or to doubt him. And right now you are doing your due diligence. You are making sure hore before o kena ka maoto a kaofela le mmele le sebete, you know at least that you are fine. And also understand what is his vision about these kids. If there's a question of you having kids with him in the future, you're getting married, you have kids, if that's what you want, how will this look like? Create those scenarios with him and begin to make assessment. Yahore, wherever his mindset is about kids that he already has, and I believe you do have a child yourself. So how does this begin to work? Especially when, if Nai he wants to take this thing further and he's serious about it and his intentions are very clear with you. I think it's about you having those discussions and then finding out the necessary information that will help you to make decisions that are outside of Pelwe Pampandita Nono right now. So that at least you have a clear mind of knowing what is happening before you go in, and you can put to rest any form of doubt. At least it's information that has come. You understand? So that is the case. And obviously understanding everything else that comes with him being a baby daddy. I remember, that's why I said before, at least I know that we are talking to you. I remember you told a story and you made an example somewhere, and I think it was about I think your child's baby daddy had found a person, they wanted to play a role in your child's life, and there was something about destabilizing your ecosystem
That's
and things like that.
exactly me. It is
It was
him.
you. Yes,
Bona,
yes.
don't disturb my peace. That is me. You
Yes.
are right.
So knowing that this is who you are, also you thinking around, how is this going to play around? How is this going to work out? Yabo, hore, now, kuna le di baby mama, what roles are they playing? And him now having to go fix the tire punchers and things like that, because logically it makes sense. He doesn't want his kids to be stranded because the mother of the kids are stranded. So what boundaries will exist? How are we going to work this thing around? Because it is now the answers to these questions that then brings us closer to making an informed decision and saying, hore, yeah, no, it's fine. If we take this thing further, we have kind of figured it out how this thing is going to work. And I think this discussion also will say to him that, yeah, I'm dealing with someone who is thinking things through, someone who, is making sure, or if you're going to go forward with this thing, I must make sure that I'm clear on issues and must make my intentions very clear about how this whole situation is going to work. So now you must know, how is it going to affect your child? How is it going to affect, the baby mamas now wanting to play a certain role in your life and your child's life as. So we need to have that, because knowing his mindset about his kids and what he wants to do will give you an idea of how that is now going to affect what you have and what you have built with your child and yourself. So sorry for this homework, but yeah, that is my opinion.
And I hear you, and I think that's exactly what I need to do. But knowing me, ish, how will I know myself? How will it not? How will I not make it sound like I am? Like, how will I make it sound proper? How will I not I think there's a thin line between me wanting to know and me questioning their relationship and the way they co-parent. I don't want it to sound like I'm questioning how is this and that done, but I want it to say, but knowing myself, I will just come and bianung why. So how gosh.
I
But
know. Then you have come
but
to the right place. I will give you the whole script, but let's let Mimi speak. I saw her hand up.
How do you know Horomonto Chile and a pelo e pompa ultramel when they don't want to say anything that would become offensive or or uneasy for their partner? Yeah, now you see Horano. Please admit to yourself, I'm not about to you understand? That's when you know, because I'm gonna talk about me. I've also had instances where I wanna ask questions, I wanna ask this man questions about certain things, but I'm scared because I don't want to come across as a interrogator and stuff like that. So what you do is hence I said you find like a happy time, you find a happy time and you guys, it's just a conversation. Because Balisa is me and I am Balisa, because the same way she's feeling, the restrictions she has, okay, how am I gonna ask? How am I gonna put it across? I wanna know this, but I don't wanna sound like, go kenze ko court. Just in passing, have the conversation in passing. But even if it's in passing, you need to pinpoint the things that you specifically want to know about. Do you understand? It could be a broad conversation, but you need to pinpoint ntho tse o batlang go tseba ka tsona gore okay fine gore o atlhagelle ne go etsagetseng wena baby, or hey wa itse keng ne go na le ntho e mmakatsang, like you make it into a conversation. But at the end of the day, Ntate Sekgothudi, I don't think she can also be able to shy away from the fact that it is going to sound like an interrogation because she wants to know. So maybe a hint of, reassurance here and there for him. No, I just want to know because it's something emfilisang, wabo. Open communication, clear communication, but it mustn't be in a very tense setup. O sa mmitsa le ko mmerekong gore wena e tla mo ke no go botsa ntho nngwe wa itse a ke tlhaloganye. I don't no. If it means cooking for him and serving him that whiskey and you have your wine and you guys sit down and talk, perfect. I understand. But do not invalidate yourself or the questions you have. You need to ask them because if you don't, they are forever gonna stick with you, and then something is gonna happen and it's gonna trigger those questions. But shit, I should have asked this, so I understand better.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Mimsy. Thank you so much. Sabona Naomi, yes, come to Pali.
No, thanks, Mimi. Thanks. I totally agree with you. I know it won't go away. It's gonna keep bugging me, so I have to ask. I definitely have to.
So, the other thing, do you mind if I ask how long you guys have been dating? Pali?
It's almost a year.
Almost a year. Okay.
Yeah.
So this person already kind of knows Bushanya Bahawa at this point. I get.
Yeah.
And I think also you being worried about how it might sound is because it's about house. So you don't want it to come out in that manner. But in terms of the script, are you, second question, do you mind coming out or a catch?
Yeah.
You mind it. All right. Because it can go two ways. Here's the thing. If you don't mind stating who a catcher, for me it would be going something like that whole reassurance, I get that I said I love you, but if on I love you type of a thing, and being like, you know, I've seen you over the year, and I've seen, you know, how solid you are and things like that and whatnot. And I'm beginning to have certain questions I want clarity on, and I feel like they're gonna play a great role in our future going forward. And I feel it's time that we discuss some of these things, so that I can also be clear on where we are going. Then you just come with a few things there and there. Could see other smaller kind of questions that you've had, if you do have them, that you're just gonna get, and you just be like, okay, I've been thinking of how this situation is working, or it's gonna work in the future with you and your kids and me and my child, and where we are going in this particular situation. And I want to fully understand where you're coming from and how you found yourself in this particular situation that you're in. Currently, I have 3 children. I would like to just find out just background. How did this one happen? How did this one happen? How did this one happen? And I believe he does not feel threatened. He will be able to then speak to say, no. So number one, this is what happened. This is what happened between me and baby mama, how I left. And I went on and I had a relationship with a swan, why I ended up having a second child with a different woman, what went through my head. You just ask those questions, what went through your head, and whatever the case. And then he will explain. Then he will explain the one year with 3, which is where the question is, vele vele. Comes, no, this is how it happens. And if there, he is not then answering the questions that you have, then you get in and say, okay, cool. So this one came, and the space between here was 15 years. What made you go back after 15 years? So you begin to now just ask these questions, and it's a very calm environment, with a nice tone, and you're beginning to understand. It's you wanting to know his past, because not just the past, it's the past that has a bana to prove for it. So you just want to know, and you also want to get into the mindset and begin to understand how these kids see their father, and knowing, I'm assuming they know that there is 3 kids to our father, and how they begin to see him, and what is the relationship between themselves. Now you're beginning to know if there is a relationship, if he is expecting a relationship between his kids, type of a thing. And obviously this now will come into how that plays with your child and whatever. So for me, that's how the conversation would go. Yes, you did not say straightforward that you are catching feelings, but it also states that you are looking for to know what the future looks like.
Can I say something, ne?
Thank
And I
you.
think okay. So baby number 2, I'm very clear about how that relationship went and how it ended, because the child stays with his mom. Ne?
Okay.
All right. So now here's a twist to all of this. This child now came for school holidays. I think that's when I started having these thoughts. Ne? This child now came for school holidays, Kamo daddy's side. And I asked him, because you're going to work and you don't have a helper for this child, how is it gonna work when at lady holidays in? I don't know. There's a cousin of mine who stays close by. So when I go to work, I leave the child with her, and then in the evening I pick the child up. All right, fine. So they'd already told me that I won't see much of him during the school holidays. And then on a Friday, after work, I think he went to pick up the child, and then later on in the evening came to see me. And I asked, but is the child sleeping over at the cousin, or what is happening? About no, the child went to visit Ausi Kantlele for the weekend.
Also,
1 in 3.
ha, okay.
So I was like, who, how? Or no, remember, Nali, that one, little baby mama number 2, the relationship was brief. Then when we got back together, me and baby mama number 1, I told her I have a child. So the child had like school holidays in, would spend time with us as a couple and a family with the older child. I'm like, okay, so now when this child is this side, especially now that there's a younger one, why are you ayovakasha ayobona di-siblings takho how? But she sleeps over for the whole weekend. Then that's when I started like saying, whoa, what's happening here?
Can I just say something? Because I'm seeing comments and I don't want us to quickly now discourage our spiders because we don't know what's happening. Can we start there, please? Okay, Auspalisa. Let me one thing I can appreciate with what Ndate is doing is that all these kids know each other, even though they are from different mothers, right? And the relationships that circulate within, them being siblings is the fact that one sibling can go sleep over go mewas mang mang and not be, mistreated or whatever. I think we should appreciate that level of relationship. It doesn't mean hore because ngwana o robala ka kwa, it means hore maybe go na le ntho e etsagalang. Don't forget hore ke di siblings banaba, right? They are siblings at the end of the day. And the way they are gonna be raised, in as much as, like below how e pompa ditano on my love, it has absolutely nothing to do with you at this point right now. I understand that because that's how they're choosing to raise bana ba bona. But it shouldn't discourage you as well. Yes, it should raise flags, but it shouldn't discourage you. Hence, we are saying hore, a conversation can sort out this whole thing. Then you will understand, okay, fine, is this something that I want to put myself into? Is this something that I still wanna, get in? Ka pelu, lemoya, and everything, and wanna stay in it. Because the family dynamic is not something that we are used to, because we are so used to the fact that if kids, if a man has kids with different women, omung ukwa, omung ukwa. But in this setup, everybody is around. Bana bana from the other women go and sleep, go omungo, oh, I don't know if I'm getting that right. Well, I understand. The family dynamic is not something that we are used to. But just because we are not used to it, it shouldn't also discourage you. Because I don't think he's been dishonest. Because if he had anything to hide, naka so botse nnete gore ngwana o kae, because na tlo nagano right tseking ba le so tlo naganela gore maybe nna ke tlola le motho, but he just told you the way it is and he didn't lie. So you should also look at the good aspect of what he's trying to do. Let's not now take his honesty and say it's because ojola le mmahos mang mang. No, let's take this honesty into something that is positive. His transparency should also be positive in this aspect, because he could have easily hidden this from you. He could have done what men do. He could have just made, a lie and, just led you on, you thinking, hore, the baby mama had utlwane or whatnot, or bana haba utlwane, bana haba bona. No, he's being very transparent, and I think we should all appreciate that. That is something we do not see every day. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I think the tricky part to what you're speaking to, Mimsy, Gazin, I'm sorry I didn't notify you guys. I was supposed to jump off at 1:30, but we are still here. I think around 9:45 I need to go. But in any case, I think it would be what might be tricky for Palesa, having known a bit about her, is would she want such a situation for herself? Would she be okay with having all these 3 siblings coming through to her house to chill with her child? Does she want to be in such an environment where perhaps, her child would then go be with the other siblings, so true to that, when I mean to say that's the reason for these conversations. You having to know where his mind is about his kids. And if you're going to continue in this relationship with him, how are you going to blend this family? How is this family going to be blended? And I don't know. I don't know whether this is right or not, or what problems but I'm just gonna throw the idea there to say, Hore, for me, if it was me, I would like to know what baby mama one, where her mind is about her role in this man's life pertaining to other women who now this man wants to date. And eventually, if this guy wants to marry Palesa, if that's what Palesa wants, how is this gonna happen? So for me, I would like to kind of know, Hore, does baby mama one see herself as the ultimate? Or nah? Na listen, monna o ke wa ka, or ke papa bana ba ka, he will forever be. Does she have any intentions of her getting married by someone else? Does she see herself being married by someone else? Or now she'll just be who she is and fully rely on papa bana ba hae? So I don't know. Come through me.
Yeah, that's my worry because I don't know what she's thinking.
Why you laughing, baby?
Like, what does she think is happening here? How do you? I don't know. I really want to know what she's thinking.
Auspalisa, one disappoint. Go tepile so. Pelo ya pompa
Mimi
ditane ya
wena.
hao, wadi. Auspalisa. Hey, man.
Hey.
But you know what you
Hey.
must do as well? Do not be afraid to set boundaries with him. Tell him, okay, fine. If you are telling me, there is nothing going on, can I please have a line drawn? Do you understand? You must draw a line with the type of conversations maybe that they have, or, she must not think Horikena the ultimate queen because now
That's the thing,
there's a
Mimi.
new
Shema
set of things
Asweni.
now.
Like, I don't want to speak bad about her.
Yeah.
Asweni that lady. She doesn't call often, and especially because the first child is a bit older. She's the one who would actually call and say, Daddy, this and that and that. But the woman, she doesn't call. She only calls when she has a crisis.
So you see, one conversation over wine and beer is just gonna solve this whole thing. Trust me, after that conversation, you are gonna have clarity on the next step that you need to take. O understand? Mara a sign affidavit hore ha jole with any of
Yeah.
them. Le
Once.
police ho tsa affidavit hore bona baby mama number 1, number 2 ke di baby mama fela. Oh my god.
Le
But
bona ba saene ba kho saene le bona like we itse re
why
tlo dlala ke
thinking?
batho so
Why thinking?
dilo man dilo tse ba di irang tse.
Mara, you must be happy with the transparency. I want that Ohakarobalis table, he could have the most civilized table ever. The most quiet table. Have a 20. It's just that the type of relationships that they have. But anyway. Hey, guys. I think I'm guys, I'm
Hey,
gonna
you sit right
Just mute
there.
your mic and sit right there. Thank you, ma'am. Putma Josie, be happy. You're gonna be the last one to comment now, and then I'll be closing. Putma Josie.
Yeah, dumelang le kae?
Everything okay, that.
Ne ke teng man. Ke batla go palesa, o sa isenye man. Enjoy it. Sa isenye man. Tlo senya. Question tsa ngata dia senya. O tlo isenya. Tlwele, as long as you happy, e ba happy. Tlo lo butsisa ntho tsa ngata. O tlo senya ntho e sharp. o tla ntshwara letsogo tla mo botsisa wena o tla ntshwara letsogo o tlo senya nna kere ke monna ke a tseba o hepa kere e tswela pele ke ntho ke tšhong pale tswela pele ausi
Ai, ke a leboha. Ai, ke a leboha abuti.
You know, much as it never disappoints, comes with it straight as it is. Sis, be happy. Come through, please. Be happy. Please unmute.
Dumelang, dumelang.
Hello, hello.
Ke mogare guys, mare ke batla tlhala. A o sa le na le ngwana together le malome.
No, we don't.
Okay. Wa itse a o spalesa ne? Nna ne ke re ke tsamaisana le ntate Majosi, ne? Bula pelo. E enjoy. E tlo sengwa ke ha go ka nna le ngwana o mong gape ka fo gare for now. Wow. Nna ke tlo go bolelela ka nna. Ne ke ba tlisa ka mo ntlong ka mo bana and everything go le all right ke mo tsere yalo ke bua ka nna ke re nna a ke re a se one size fits all mara ko bofelong a Shiane le Thandiwe Sibongile whatever on Taylor it's not even the first time ke divorce wa bona so ke nyaka go botsisa gore o understand gore a o kopane le ena le 35 by the time a o botsisa gore it's not the same time o itse gore o 38 le wena nako ga no nagana gore o 40 ha re wa o lebelela o le 40 o tsamaile a le 40 mole o tla tlhagelela a le 60 bo mo lebelela gore o kgone o tswa mo di-38 tsa gago so ausi wa ka nna ke nyaka gore e enjoye re ba tlhokometse bana let me tell you a gona motho o e leng first born ya ka the partner that you're going to settle with but ba lebala nana they forget gore rainy days o di tsamaya ka umbrella wa mo lebelela tithufu la tele a lebetse gore bana ba no ba tlhokometse mara nna ne ke o ska e senya ka ngwana until we ipona ene tla go bolela maturity o diragala after the ages of 40 plus ga bone sepe se se phoso le baby mama number 1 number 2 ita are ena ka go mmulela pelo fela bja o bona a dira yes he is very correct ka gore bana ba tsebane a gona phoso mara tla go botsise mo teng mole go na le o tlo nnang o e leng wa gage mara wena for now ha go le monate ngwana ko ha o bona gore o ka tsena ka mo swimming pool o tsena o dive mara ska ba senya ka ngwana e sengwa ke ngwana batho ba teng le ha tsamaila ke re ko bolelela ka nna ke bua ka nna tsatsi le a lebetseng o lebala le ene ngwana wa ntse a mo teletse ka rage utlwa go bolelelwa ke nna a mo teletse ka rage sentle le sefane sa gage utlwa a le mo birth certificate-ing a utlwa go a diragala let me tell you ga o le mosadi dio tse dintse o di tsa sesadi wa tsa fela toulo yana wa ikgabetsa o di tsa sesadi wa re dio tse di diragaletse bokoko a rona ne go sa tlhodiwa ke re wa itse palesa gore ka mo front opposite ba re ngwana o le wa lasbone kwa ntate wa ka mo front opposite a ke re mara go bolele diteng nna ke tlo go galemela nna ka wena la ramele santse le tlhabile ka gore tsatsi le le leng maruru o bo beile ditšale le diterebole fale o tla re gopola rena re tlo bua ka bosi ba batona utlwa thank you so much
Thank you, ke a leboha Sam.
mosadi happy o mosadi tle
Nyana ke
I hope ba mametse ba nka di-note tle o mosadi wena man
Notebook e sharp mo.
o mosadi man wena
di-notes
ke wena o tshwanetse o be mosadi wa ka
out Majosi
Ke kopo e kwala bana ba Jehova.
e tswana
Ke
ngwana
10-2. Ke kopa e kwala. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for and I'm sure Zispali is grateful. I just want to close. So yes, there it is in the comment. Thank you so much for the advice that you give. This is what Talk to Me Ndwana is about. Let's talk about, what's in your mind. Listen, if you guys would like to also come through, state what's in your mind, we can take it through on Thursday again, and let's help you with what's in your mind. And perhaps now you will get the wonderful advices like what Sis Palesa has gotten, and you will have a way forward for whatever that is standing before you. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys, everyone who has come to the panel. My name is KG. For those who just came, we are Makaya Round Down. Come through again, 10 tomorrow. We are here. We'll listen to Ask a Man. The days of listening to Ask a Man are actually coming to an end, if I'm not mistaken. They're coming to an end, and we will have another segment, and let's have wonderful time. We really appreciate all of you who have shared, 12 of you. Let's make sure the number increases. Thank you for the 100K. Thank you for menwana arthritis. Listen, ke di blessings who do lonzo click so keep on tapping. We really appreciate you for coming through, all the wise words that you give. And yeah, let's meet again tomorrow, same time, 10, and have a lovely day. Don't do anything that will land you in hot waters. Ne? Cheers, guys.